What's going on, guys? It's 2 weeks later, maybe less, I don't know, since we were driving this thing, and the starter is no happy. Dan here. Oh, that's not gonna work. DD Speed Shop. You know, let's just straight wrench. Is that what this is? No, nothing is there. So we were working on this thing probably like well over a week ago now. And we got sidetracked with Camaro stuff and whatnot, but as you can see, it's like practically spring out. The snow is melting. It's actually in the pluses, t-shirt-ish weather. It's a little chilly. And I want to drive this old girl.
Speaking of t-shirts, huh?
Oh.
DDSpeedShop.ca.
Oh, there it is.
And hats.
And hats. So this thing here, we had it running. It was making a bit of noise, which I think I determined was the alternator. So we're going to go ahead and, I took the belt and all off, so we're just going to go ahead and put it all back together and say it's fine and just drive it until something really comes to light, the DD Speed Shop way, as we like to call it. The alternator is, the brackets are a little janky, like I can move the whole thing. That is, I think, our problem that we're having, which is the same setup I had before, but I think what it's doing is it's kind of pulling the alternator over and kind of making it run cockeye, so we're going to have to build some sort of bracket or do something to give this a little more sturdiness, but that's future Dan's problem. Current Dan wants to go beat on this thing a little bit, so that's what we're going to do. And actually, we have to move, well, all the Tri-5s. So this is, once this is together, it's plated, done, ready to go. Actually, I left it insured all year, all winter, but it's only money that I forget about all the time. So this thing's gonna go outside, driveway, street, whatever it is. I mean, let's be honest. If you can't live in a world where you can leave a Nomad on the street, it's not a world I want to live in. So this will go out there, we'll give it a once over. I'll probably take it to work next couple days, put it up on the rack and just give it a check all the levels and stuff, but it should be fine. When we pulled it out, there wasn't anything leaking on the ground, so that means it's fine. I want to bring that 57 hardtop in this garage because it needs a little bit of kind of final, finishing touches and whatnot. And once we get that Camaro done, which is hopefully we're making lots of progress on that, I'd like to put the blue Nomad in that garage. So once the Camaro can kind of run and drive under its own power. That's my plan anyways. I know we fell kind of a little bit behind. I was hoping to have that all done by end of March, beginning of April. Now we're kind of, early April, and the Camaro's not quite done. But I will say I kind of burnt myself out on that. So let's take a break and make supercharger noises with a small block Chevrolet. But yeah, let's go ahead and put this. I don't really remember what I did here. As I recall, the belt system was kind of a bit of a fiasco. Superchargers make an issue, and this isn't anything, it's just like a baby guy. Oh, we need like a breaker bar and all that sort of stuff. And all the tools. Which obviously, I don't have anything here that we need. So let's go to the other shop and get a few things. Give it a once over and see if this thing will fire up. It definitely runs a little on the rich side, but we gotta take it to John Cecil and they'll John Cecil it. I'll get some tools. I'll be back. Nope. Stupid. This is my favorite wrench, just so everyone's aware. It's an Armstrong 9/16.
Why is it your favorite?
I don't know. Just is. I got it in the States still a long time ago, and I like it.
I can't believe you haven't lost it then.
Sometimes it's just meant to be. Okay, so I can't get to this bolt there. So I don't know if this is... Oh, she feels tight. So we'll go ahead and say it's probably fine. And I think what I'm going to do is put this alternator on. Here in my way, like usual. I'm going to put this thing on, but I don't want to just absolutely crank the hell out of it. Everything, like, it's just, we're close to the battery. Like, it's unbelievable how this Tri-5 Chevrolet is kind of a full-size unit, but we definitely run a little low on space. Is this going the right way? Yeah. We'll give this a little. Don't you just hate when it's too tight for your fingers, but not tight enough to ratchet the ratchet, you know? And maybe you can't relate, but I'm sure there's someone on the internet going like, I can. And I bought a $87,002 snap-on ratchet to fix it. I'm rocking Canadian Tire discount brand. Maybe a little power fist if I can afford it. Okay, tighten this thing up.
Are you gonna keep this?
As a memory of my defeat?
Yeah.
Probably not. We'll probably just go ahead and throw that away. Okay, that's mint. This is a brand new belt, I think. So we got this thing. When did we come back cruising the coast? It was
October.
But like,
Like Thanksgiving-ish.
well, you can't say that because the Americans don't understand.
Canadian Thanksgiving.
Yeah, terrible Canadian Thanksgiving. But so this blower was only on this thing for a very short amount of time because it was cold when we were driving it.
Yeah.
And this thing had a heating issue where it didn't have a heater, so it was chilly to drive. I think I only drove it a handful of times. Come on, there we go. Mint.
Can you, like, when you're touching it, can you feel the money leaving your wallet from tickets?
I'm hoping
You just hear sirens in your ears?
I'm hoping I'm mature enough that this will not be the demise of my driver's license. But we shall see. We shall see. So this car, even though it looks ratty, well, it is ratty, but it's got some like really sweet parts on it, and I'm really happy. I mean, obviously this, Lewin head small block blower on it. So like this thing has all the memories in it. We put a pile of miles on it. We drove this thing down. Power tour. Everyone thought that was not going to happen. Then we towed back that POS Bricklin with it, and then put the blower on it. So Newberg got us a deal on the blower. FST carb with Carburetor Ken has always given me deals on stuff. This is the car we met Delta John on.
Delta John.
And we ended up kind of making a friendship with Drag Week John, because I called him. We're eating burgers, and I was in a panic because the car was running hot. We couldn't figure it out, and I don't know if this is a fan we got from him or not, but Delta John loaned us a fan. Actually, I think it was. He loaned us a fan. No, Delta Drag Week John
loaned us a Delta John fan.
There you go. See, Danny's on it, which we needed right before power tour because this thing was running hot. And then when we got back, I think we switched her over. Let's make sure the fan works, because without it, she run hot. Turns out superchargers and timing add heat. Give it a little. What do we got there? Oh, yeah, there we go. Mint. So that's all dialed together. Actually, I feel bad. This fan came with the whole controller, and I had it working, and then I took it all apart, and I just had it on a toggle switch because I was panicked about power tour. So we will have to eventually wire it all up. I'm sure I'm gonna hear about it and get a text message from old Delta John, because you gotta trust his product, and I do. I'm just a toggle switch guy. So that's all dialed together. I think this thing will fire up, and we can move these other junkers out of the way.
Oh yeah.
Put some tools away. Man.
Do you need some more washers?
You know what? Funny story about those washers. There's a lot of temporary, permanent things in this car. And this thing, so we were hanging at Newburn's. And Newman had a bunch of people over before Power Tour last year. And Vice Grip and Jessica and all that came up over. He's like, oh, let's take a look at your hot rod or whatever. We pop the hood, and the first thing he looks at it, he goes, yep, we can be friends, he says. I'm like, whatever, man. It's not that bad. Think this thing will go?
Maybe, but let me change the exposure.
It's like a new truck. Okay, I'll go put this thing somewhere. Ooh, there's still like garbage in here. We'll move some cars. Oh, this thing has a windshield in the back. Forgot to unload that.
Good thing than you realize.
And it's got the power to a ratchet strap holding the back glass together.
The Camaro?
Yeah. You gotta open up that other door. We'll get this loaded, then we'll try and start this thing up. Okay. This thing, starter's a little cranky on it, so bear with the noises. Well, I cleaned up in here. Looks pretty nice, actually. Oh, it was in neutral. You ready? Think it'll go? What the heck? The battery should not be dead. Oh, I remember I said I was going to forget that there. I was going to forget that there. What the heck? This is our most reliable vehicle. And am I missing a ground wire? Oh, I thought I just tightened that. I literally thought I Leathermaned it. That one a good one. Yeah, it should. She should be a cranking. You know, old cars. Perfect. She's just being a little temperamental. She's having a little Danielle moment. I deserve that. Okay. So now this thing, we didn't even, I think I drove it in here. I changed the plugs. That was it. Just give it a gentle, well, you gotta give it a hot rod push. That probably needs a little bit of lubricant. Hot rod. Okay. Where's reverse? Oh yeah. This thing's awesome.
As you were saying?
So he's got a tank of fuel. We're gonna go for a little rip here. It's running rich for sure, but kind of once you're in the driving, it's better. Carburetor Ken will be getting a telephone call to help me through it. Is that a top up there? Oh, this car is good. So, I mean, I don't know. It's probably only making, I don't know, 400, 450 horse, nothing too crazy. It's got the TKX 5-speed. That was not cheap, but I'm telling you, that was money well spent. And then it's got a 410 quick performance rear end. And this thing wails. It's got a couple little rattles to it. But man, this is like a quintessential hot rod. And this thing, like there was not much left of this car when I got it. Yeah, I'm running down the road like 12.5-ish, and then it kind of drops, so I don't know. Oh no, the children. Are we doing like a death proof or whatever it is, 5 points a kid? Should we go into the shop parking lot and do some burnouts? Just like I was in high school? They can't kick me out twice. But this thing, I mean, actually the odometer works in this thing. I wonder what it was when we first put it together, but we drove it clear from Winnipeg all the way down to, where was Power Tour this year?
Oh, we went to Atlanta.
Atlanta.
We went through the Carolinas and stuff.
Yeah, right. So it
Was there a
works.
day in Tennessee again? I don't remember.
I think it ended in, well, we drove through Knoxville.
It ended in Bristol.
Yeah, right. So it did the whole trip, had no issues. It was a good little car.
Slept in it one night.
Slept in it one night because we were in a sketchy little, slept in a Love's parking lot because Danny picked a travel lodge. And the lady at the front desk said, my boyfriend would love that car. At
Just call him.
At 2 o'clock in the morning, and I was like, I don't think so. I was taken when we'd like I'd take in the coil wire and I'd, you know, like all this stuff. But I mean, at the end of the day, 2 guys on a flat deck trailer, this thing would have been a gown. So we didn't want to risk that. Oh, 2 gingers walking together. You don't see that very often. I'm just saying. Not racist or anything, they're just gingers. But when we make this late, we're gonna. Oh, traffic. This is the exact reason that I was obsessed with the cooling system. Not obviously this, but the stop and go traffic chaos of Power Tour. For at one point there, we were stuck in traffic for hours. And then after that, remember we were going through that National Forest River? We were in the lead of all places, and man, this thing was like 90 mile an hour the whole way. And as it turns out, the limit was like 55 mile an hour. And I think that was in one of the Carolinas, and they said that if you get caught doing that, they will take your car and license. They might have just been scaring us, I think. I think they're pretty good there. But, you know, you can only sit in traffic so long before you want to really blast. We had to get to every day, every event. And we're not liars, we got to be there. The only thing that I don't like about the blower is it really calmed down the idle and the camshaft. It made it way smoother, which is kind of boring. But what it did add was like 100 horsepower, so, you know. Listen, this thing's got, I don't know what tires are. They're 12-inch wide Mickey Thompson slicks, and it will blow those things off. It's unbelievable. Like, that's a lot of tire. Oh yeah, so we're cruising like 14.0 and stuff. I don't know. Hopefully it won't foul the plugs right out of it.
Look how comfy this car is.
Oh yeah. She's comfy. I love that whine. Oh, this car, yeah. This might be a driver's license problem. But don't worry, as long as we keep it under the limit, we're fine, right? We're only going to take it to the track. This car would actually be a fun one to race against your gasser. If we get that thing back and all together. I think I might be able to take it. We could race for pink slips, and no matter what, we can't lose the cars. You can have this one, I can have that one.
I can't drive this one.
No, wow. Then sell it for parts. Scrap it. Nice little ride. Actually, Murr's back in town. We can maybe stop by and visit him, give him a hard time, see if he's around. Well, this is kind of a boring test drive. Usually it's like you're waiting for like creeks and all that stuff, but I guess we kind of had her all dialed. And it's freaking rush hour. That is not the plan to be driving around. Charging, oil pressure, 160 degrees. A couple of wires hanging down. You can charge your cell phone with this. We actually have a heater in it now. This thing has got it all.
All the options.
We should really just be like racing this thing across the country or something like that.
Do our own cannonball run.
2-lane blacktop. Come on, get her together. The only thing, so we put this transmission in, and it's great. And I love it. It was my own choice. I put the extra deep overdrive in, the 6/8 fifth gear, and which is fantastic when you're motoring, but it wants to go 80 mile an hour. Otherwise, it's kind of a little down in the old RPM range. When we were towing that Bricklin home, there was a few times we were going down some of those big hills or whatever they're called, mountainish things in Tennessee, and we'd be going down in fifth gear and things would be going 90 mile an hour, and then by the top you're just kind of lugging it to pull fourth or whatever and carry on. But yeah, look at this hot rod. Traffic's lane. Whoa. You should learn how to drive this one. Worst case would be a good video. My girlfriend obliterated my priceless 55 Chevy Nomad. You know?
That's a lot of pressure.
No. Pressure free. It smells kind of like gas in here. This thing did leak gas, I think, at one point. We'd fill it up, it would leak a little. Maybe that's what it was. We definitely timed this drive at the wrong.
Very poorly timed.
Yeah. Like, there's no other hot rods out. No one wants to race. Now we're stuck on the traffic. We'll be on the main drag here right away, though. We can kind of figure something else out. We'll drive by the old Princess Auto, maybe. See if there's anything in the Sabre. Look at this, 0707. Anything that means.
The Manitoba roads.
The roads are not good. Some quieter mufflers on it, maybe, or something like that.
Well, she's not inconspicuous.
What? It doesn't even look that ridiculous. Flat black, ratty Nomad. With big old tires on it. People are cool, man. They get it. Oh, yeah. Everybody needs an old hot rod with a stick shift. I'm excited to drive that Camaro. I gotta say, it's gonna be rather similar. I'm hoping, anyways. Oh, man, the roads are bad. You know, when you're driving in the States, you didn't feel these bumps, but over here, she's rough. Rough times. You need like two hands on the GoPro there. As I recall, this thing got good fuel mileage too, didn't it? Like 17 miles to the gallon or something like that. The only problem we had on Power Tours, the wiper blew off on the very first day.
Because we were coming through downpour.
Yeah. That wasn't the greatest, but I thought the tires were going to be the problem, not the wiper arm. And it broke the whole transmission thing in it and everything. It was just a real hassle.
Remember there was that nice person that followed us to make sure we got to the gas station safely?
Yeah, that was pretty good. Well, geez, this thing was no heater in it. It was a disaster. Pouring rain. I gotta put an air filter in this thing. I keep forgetting it. This motor just needs a bunch of gravel just for fun. I think it's good for the supercharger. Keeps the fins nice and sharpened up, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. She was a display model with full warranty. I got a handwritten receipt.
The David Newburn warranty.
The David Newburn warranty. He says, put that thing on a trailer and bring her back. We'll fix her up for you.
I would be careful at this intersection.
Why?
There's always a cop.
Alright, we'll just putsy around. Or we'll risk it. Da da da. Got the heater on?
No, I'm warm enough.
I'll turn that off then. Oh, that's hot. The light's on.
Listen, you can risk it for the biscuit if you want me to drive you around everywhere.
I'm pretty sure you don't lose your license for one driving infraction.
You think that, but
I hope not. I've actually had really good luck lately with my driver's license, so maybe I shouldn't push it. Just a little bit? No? Alright, we'll idle through like Miss Daisy here. We need some other hot rods. We need like a Hellcat around here to draw the attention away, you know? Where's a Hellcat when you need one? Can't believe we spent all that time on this thing. Remember all the people were complaining with the headliner? Maybe I'll put a headliner in this thing. What do you think? Oh yeah, we need that piece of trim. I never got that either. We got too many damn cars. This thing is friggin' sweet though. I love the way this thing sounds. I got the same mufflers put in your car. I had to go to 2 different stores to get the mufflers for this thing.
really?
Thrush deals, yeah. Thrush welded ones.
Oh, you know what it is now, too.
hot dogs there. I thought you were saying something else there. Moonlight making a few bucks. What? What?
Well,
do a couple drive-bys right quick, then we'll head home. It's gotta look good. Well, what's going on, guys? It's 2 weeks later, maybe less, I don't know, since we were driving this thing, and the starter is no happy. And I don't know if it just needs some adjustment or some connections or whatever. Maybe I wasn't a big fan of this starter to start with. Haha. It's one of the like adjustable clocking ones, and I find they always kind of come loose and start making these funny noises. I'd ordered 2 different universally Chinese starters off Scamazon. I put one in Camaro, and this one here. This one doesn't look as nice as the other one, but you know what? A starter's a starter. This thing is not happy. Like, not happy. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and see if I can crawl under there and maybe get to it. The fender well headers allow a fair bit of room there, so I'm going to put on jack stands just so my muscular physique get under there. Looks like it should just... Oh, it's got everything the same. It looks like it's just got a couple little eyelets there, so should be able to bang her on there. And I don't think I have any shims, so hopefully it's good, because it's going to be what it's going to be. But this one, when it gets hot, it's not happy. We'll clean up the battery connections and stuff, but I don't know. I don't really know what happened there. More importantly, I want to get her done because we finally have some decent weather. Well, today it's supposed to actually be rainy and possible snow tomorrow. But I got seats. The old Summit man showed up, and I want to go ahead and put those in the Camaro. I've been thrashing the last couple of weeks, just getting the hardtop ready for sale, and the black car. The black car's gone. They kind of got a deal on the hardtop, and I just want to be able to drive this thing. I mean, as the cars are going away, I'm like, I need to drive one of them, and this is my favorite, so this is the one we'll be working on. Let's get her up in the air, change that starter out real quick, see what it likes, and then fire it up, rev it, move it outside, we'll put the Camaro inside. So, wheeled under there, and the starter was loose. Both bolts finger tight. So, that may, just maybe, was our problem. So, I think it cranks all right. Maybe we'll give it a little fuel. Oh yeah, the belt. We will adjust the belt, but there you go. Don't be an idiot. Don't be a DD Speed Shop. Do the smallest amount of maintenance to your car every now and again. Let's drop this thing down and avoid all the work. Okay. Let's see if the belt's good. Oh yeah. It was making noise. Shifters are always different. Like a growling noise, the alternator. So I loosened the belt. There's what else to do. We wouldn't want to fix it by any means. So it seems good. I'll go dump this thing next door. We'll see if that Camaro will fire up. Well, as per usual, there's no battery, but you know what I bought? It was one of these, well, I have a couple booster packs, but I bought a different one here. Scamazon had a deal, and so I put it in there and try that. I'm not like Mortsky. He literally asks people to buy him batteries. What a crook he is. Let's keep this. I've never used this, but I wanted it because it was kind of smaller. On. Okay. Think it'll start? Put that down. We might as well just drive it right in if it's going to start. De-chalk the wheels. Oh, keys. Where are the keys? Keys. Alright. Wish me luck. This thing hasn't started in, well, since the last time I drove it, I guess. Oh, man, I don't... Yes, the car is just a little tight, and the steering is tight. I forgot about that. Oh, my headliner's come down. Okay. Smells like an old car. We're good? Nobody's home. What's going on there? All right, well, we'll try that again. Oh, put it in gear. Yeah. Does this have to have a battery in it? Yeah. Is that the problem? All right. All right. Round 2. So I guess this one needs, well, you know what it needs? It needs to read the instructions. This one I know will work. It's bulky. I thought if I get something a little smaller, my life would be easier. I'm all about making my life easier. At least I try to. It doesn't always work that way. Don't go in. Oh yeah, we got sparks there. Don't hit the fan. Don't touch each other. We'll say that's okay. And try it again. Do not fit in this car. There we go. Oil pressure check. Okay. I just kind of roll her back. God damn, this car sounds good. Where's reversing this? There it is. Alright, put the old girl in the garage. Oh. Snug. Man. What an absolute hot rod. Huh? Everybody needs one. Maybe even this one. What way is off? There we go. So there we have it. Quick car switcheroo. Ooh, a little test drive. This one, she's leaking. Oh, must just be water in the... We've had a bunch of rain. Is that what it is? Maybe? I don't know. Water. So this one I ordered turn signal switch, which I believe is here, so we can work on that. Seats in, and once we have seats and turn signal switch, we can start putting all the gauges and whatever I got in this thing and kind of button it up. There's, it's kind of short list at this point, but we'll get after it. Oh, thanks for watching. Please subscribe below, leave a comment, and as always, let me know what you think. I'll continue doing it wrong for your viewing pleasure.